to talk about periods.
Yes.
Periods is a thing.
Yes,
it's everywhere and it's everybody's business.
That's right.
Okay, so for viewers who don't know much about Shelly-Ann, tell us what you're working on.
All right, well, nutshell, I started HerFlow Foundation to help Jamaican women and girls understand more about their bodies and their reproductive health. And period poverty became our flagship project because going into the schools and having conversations with teachers and guidance counselors, we realized that girls are missing school because they don't have menstrual products. I spoke to different girls that do all kind of different ingenious things to make their own makeshift products. Sometimes they're reusing products. So it's a real need. At the time when I started this work, period poverty wasn't the term that I would use. Me just listen them nana pad. And if you think about it, we have a school feeding program in Perth that is designed to help the students who don't have the funds or the resources. So my thought was, well, if they not have a lunch, what do they do when they have their periods? And we have girls as young as 8 who starts menstruating. So we really do have to put something in place to ensure that menstrual products are available to them. And I'm glad to sit here and tell you that 6 million products in. We've been able to supply over 300 schools in Jamaica. We've been able to supply the prison, the female prison, some government homes, community organizations, and individuals with menstrual products. And we're just getting started because too many Jamaicans still have to face the indignity of period poverty.
I love that. I was going to ask you how your progress is going so far. Do you feel like it's, for me, being a woman, it's such a logical thing. Like they're now decided long time that they're going to give away free condoms because they're like, they need to have condoms to protect them from having sex. Sex is pleasure. Periods is not pleasure. Period, you don't have a choice. It just comes. I remember I first started my period when I was actually at high school, sitting down in class, and I got up to answer a question and somebody tapped me and was like, hey, you know what I mean? It's such a natural thing, and yet we should pay. Yesterday I went to the supermarket to buy some tampons, and it was like $1,300.
Yes, ma'am.
Plus tax, and I'm like,
yes, ma'am.
How much
As a matter of fact, they're not supposed to be charging tax on that, so you get that receipt and go have some conversations because menstrual products, especially menstrual pads, are not supposed to be taxed here in Jamaica. So if somebody's taxing
can you send them the memo? Because I am taxed all the time.
They're not supposed to be taxed.
I'm going to call out the ones next time of where it was.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be.
How? This is just my pet peeve. How has it been going for you? Like,
all right, well, I'm glad you said that because I'm happy to report that in 2022, for the first time, I was able to put free menstrual products in clinics. 15 clinics across the island had 15 menstrual products, and that is because of this same conversation. At some point, governments around the world sat down and looked at HIV and said, listen, we have to do something about this. They decided that they need to make condoms free amongst other interventions that they had. I want governments around the world, because some of them have already started the conversation, influence, and I would like our government to prioritize this issue because it's not just a function of, oh, well, you need to have these products. It's a function of dignity. You know that when a woman is down, her children are down. You know that when a woman is down, a community feels it. So we have to ensure that we give the Jamaicans the products that they need so that they can live dignified lives, they can continue to get their education and make Jamaica a better place. Because right now, it ain't it.